What's up, Soleaf? Soleaf's coming back for another video, which we will talk about yesterday's game plus tonight's game, and also we're going to talk about one team that got eliminated, as a couple of other teams got eliminated from the playoffs. So we're going to talk about that team. But first, let's get to what happened yesterday. So yesterday it was the first Game 7 of the first round in 2021. Vegas taking on Minnesota. Minnesota, this young team, is very hungry to get a series win for the first time since defeating St. Louis back in 2015, and it did not work out to be great as Vegas took them down. While it was held to just 20 shots on net, Janmark scored his first NHL hat trick, his first time in the playoffs, and Vegas moves on to the second round. Will either play the Colorado Avalanche? That'll be a great series. Colorado just swept the St. Louis Blues, so we'll be talking about that in another video. But let's talk about what's happening tonight. Tonight, Bruins will take on the Islanders, which we'll see in another video, the preview of these two matchups. But tonight's game is a big one, and as you can see, there's a Montreal Canadian and Toronto Maple Leafs t-shirt, and I'm also wearing it underneath as well, as I will show you in a second. Look over. These two teams will face off in the play. Tonight's game for Game 6. There will be fans in Habs Center, so Toronto, you're going to have to define the storm. So let's talk about the matchups. The biggest X factor is Jack Campbell. Last week, Thursday, the Leafs almost had a huge comeback, and then Alex Galchenyuk, the former Hab, there's going to be good times, and then there's going to be bad times. And gives takes a turnover, and Nick Suzuki scored to keep them alive. And Montreal's been relying more on their young guys than their old guys. But for Toronto, their top line hasn't produced as much, but it doesn't mean they're lack of trying. Because this line, the Matthews, Hyman, Martin line, has not given up a goal in this series when they're on the ice. So a big X factor right here. But the biggest X factor, how about William Nylander? Remember, it would be Tavares, Foligno, and Nylander. That's going to be the perfection line. Tavares is out. He could be back next series if we win. Foligno is still a game-time decision. Nylander has been carrying the load. He has 4 goals in this series. Had a lot of chances to score his 5th, but Carey Price slammed the door. And here's the fact: 6-3 in elimination games. Hopefully, it doesn't happen because I'm a Leaf fan. But respect Montreal, how well they played this season. So let's talk about the team that got eliminated yesterday, which is the Minnesota Wild. And for Minnesota, I am not mad at this team. No way. You look at the Wild. Kaprizov, a rookie, played great this season. Led the league with rookie goals with 20 plus, 27, 25. And then you talk about their goalie Cam Talbot. He played tremendous this series. He gave up 5 goals. How about Game 5 and Game 6? 38 saves one game. And in the second game, got a shutout. He's got 2 shots in this series, so pretty great job from this Wild team with this young roster. But who knows about Zach Parise? I mean, he got scratched, scored his second of the series. We'll see how he will do in the future, but I'm not blaming the Wild for this loss. This team had not high expectations, but going up against Vegas, coming this far, is a huge accomplishment for them, and I'm hoping for the best next year. To see what this Wild team can do, how Kaprizov can do. So, goodbye to the Wild, as Vegas and Colorado, again, will play in the second round, as almost all the matchups are set to go, except for who will play against Winnipeg. That's going to be coming up either tonight, or we'll have to go Game 7 to figure that out. So, hope you guys watch this, and again, stay safe, and go Leafs go.